Hello, World Buffeteers. This is Ameda, your Chief Buffeteer at Startup Buffet and your host for Success Secret Sauce, the all-you-can buffet-style business show for entrepreneurs. Today, we're going to talk about money. What is money? What does money means to you as an entrepreneur? Why is it important to you as an entrepreneur? And what kind of relationship do you have with your money as an entrepreneur? So, what exactly is money? Money is merely an idea. I know I sound like a crazy person right now, but here's the reason why. Money is only an idea, and this idea is as good as what you believe it is. And that's why money is a belief. It's a belief system among you. Different people would have different belief system, and this belief system is almost like a religion. Just think about it. There are people out there believes the love of money is the root of all evil. But there are people out there also believe the lack of money is the root of all evil. Same money, two different beliefs. Two different group of people have two different beliefs, completely opposite of each other. The money right in the middle is exactly the same. No change, no physical change, no value change. This is an idea. They believe money is what they believe it is. In fact, money is not evil. Money is not angel. Money is not good. Money is not bad. Money is just money. Money is a neutral property. But what makes money evil and what makes money angel is the people and what they did, how they do it. That makes the difference. For example, I'm sure you have seen it. So many people will kill somebody because of money and for money. That's evil. Now that makes that money evil. But there are also people out there will give away money or do anything to help other people, regardless at what cost of their own. That makes money angel. Same money, two different acts, two different mission, two different reasons. But the money part doesn't change. It's the same money. So when people would say the love of money is the root of all evil, I just don't quite agree with that. It's just their mindset believes money is bad. In fact, money is just money. It doesn't do anything all by itself. It's not good, not bad. So what does money mean for you as an entrepreneur? What's your relationship with money and what do you believe in it? And when I meant what's your relationship with money, it's just simply what do you believe money is? And there's a lot of myth out there that a lot of people believed in is true, believe as is true, but the truth is far from what the myth actually is. So I would like to debunk the myth one by one. The myth and the truth about money. Myth number one, money is not important. Hell no. Who said that? Well, I know it's not you. The reason why you're here is because you know money is essential. You know money is essential for your personal life, your business, and everything you want to achieve. And we also know that you are going to build a mission-driven business. However, in order for you to build a successful and profitable business, you need to understand money is essential. No doubt about it. However, just think of how many people you know would say, money is not important to me. I don't care about money. I'm not interested in money. That's what they said. But that's not what they do. They will trade 8 hours of their time plus commute time. They will have to get up early, drive, or take whatever bus, train to go to work. Stay there for 8-9 hours sometime. Hate everything over there. Hate the boss, hate the co-worker, hate the politics. hate the copy machine because sometimes it doesn't work, hate the computer, whatever that may be. They hate everything. They do that 5 days a week. They do that all year round. But they look forward to that 2-week vacation because that's what they work for. However, money is not important for them. Money is not interest them. I don't think they're telling the truth because their action really says otherwise. They are interested in money because they go to work every day, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. This is a very, very reliable statistic that believe at least 75% of the workforce, could be all around the world, okay, hate their jobs. They just don't like it, but they just have to do it because they don't know there's any other way around. So the only answer that they can provide for themselves is, I'm not interested in money. I don't know how it works. I have no explanation because they still go to work, trade their time for money. So they are interested in money, but they don't know how to create more wealth for themselves, to get out of the rat race, to get out of that job that suck up their time and their energy and their soul. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very happy that you decide to make a change for yourself and be different. Because I break through that particular loop, that rat race, I get out and say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm done. Let's do something else. Let's take different action and get different result. That's what I did. So congratulations if you are on your way to get out of the rat race, or if you are making that change, good for you. Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship. I didn't say it's going to be easy, but I assure you it will be a lot of frustration, but it will be a lot of fun at the same time. Myth number 2, money doesn't grow on tree. I am speechless on this one. I know physically money doesn't grow on tree, but how many parents will tell their kids, money doesn't grow on trees, so don't ask. Okay, stop requesting. However, what you actually did to the kid is shut them down. Kids has the best and the most amazing imaginations, and all you did is to shut them down. Stop requesting, stop imagining, stop thinking. That's what you did. So I have quite an experience with this particular myth. A family of ours, came to visit, and of course they have 3 kids, and kids are kids, and these are grown kids, they're teenagers. So they came out to visit and they said, oh, Mom, can I get this? Dad, can I buy that? Oh, let's go do this. Let's go do that. And every request, Mom will say, oh, you think money grows on tree? Oh, I forgot to bring my money tree. I'm so sorry. And that was a very entertaining conversation. And the whole thing was just fun to watch, I thought. Because every time when the kids request, there will be an answer about money doesn't grow on a tree, or, I forgot to bring my money tree. A money tree wasn't working. I forgot to water it. All sorts of reasoning. However, what actually did to the kids was a few years later, recently, I actually saw the kids. And one of them, I just talking, and we're talking about something else, and one of his comment was, oh, I know, I know money doesn't grow on tree. And I just want to smack him so bad, because he already have this mindset that money doesn't grow on tree. The truth is, they just haven't figured out how to get the tree to grow money. There is so many possible ways that you can plant your own money tree. And if you plant it, water it, take care of it, the money will grow. That's my own experience. Of course, this is a metaphor. So right here is the concept of money doesn't grow on tree. But what I would tell the kid or the kids, unfortunately, they have received, this information is, well, that's actually a way that you can grow your own money tree, that you can plant it, you can grow it, you need to take care of it. It takes work. It doesn't happen. I'm not going to grow your money tree, but you can do it on your own and for yourself. That's why we're here. That's why we're in Startup Buffet. Find the right seed and grow our own money tree. That's the difference. Stop telling your kid, and if you know anybody who's doing that, that's so dangerous. You just shut them down. You will destroy their mindset and putting myth versus the truth into their head. Stop putting myth into someone's head. Tell them the truth. Myth number 3, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, to a certain extent, I kind of agree with this because I don't think you should buy love, pay for your friends or family to love you and care for you. However, I believe money can buy everything else that makes you happy. I have a huge family, a large family base. I have many uncles and aunts, dozens of cousins. And when we get together, because we don't live in the same town, when we get together, we have a big table, multiple big tables. Just because I'm able and capable financially to pay for that meal, I much rather do that because that makes me happy. Everybody's here. That makes them happy. They got to enjoy each other's company and have a blast. And a free meal. So whenever it's possible, we'll get together. And I have no problem because I'm able and I'm capable to pay for that big check. So when you say money doesn't buy happiness, I'm not sure because that meal, that everything that we did together costs money. Doesn't matter if it's split up to 20 checks or one big lump sum check, still cost the same amount of money. Somebody has to pay for it. So when people said money does not buy you happiness, well, you have no idea what you're talking about because we had a great time, but still somebody has to pay for it. I'm just very, very blessed and very, very thankful that I'm just happen to be able and capable of paying for that for the happiness. Happiness costs money. Myth number 4. If you are good at what you do, the money will come. Well, how many of you know somebody knows somebody that they're very, very good at something? So-and-so is very, very good at math. Or so-and-so is very, very good CPA. So-and-so is very, very good at making barbecue ribs. Doesn't mean that they can make a living out of it or let alone the money will come as a business, as a fortune. It doesn't usually work out that way. So think about it. If you are good at something, the money does not come automatically. I think that's a huge misconception. Remember that movie, Field of Dreams? The very, very famous quote was, "If you build it, they will come." No, it doesn't. It doesn't work that way. You really have to market it. You have to promote it. That's why we have the podcast. So, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort. Building a business, building something It doesn't matter if this is a small business or building a real estate portfolio. It doesn't matter if you are even, building a database, okay, building a list. It takes a lot of work. Even if you're good at what you do, doesn't make it automatic. So the truth is, if you're good at what you do, learn to create a business around it. That's a lot of components. That's a lot of elements that you need to include. Create a business plan around what you really, really good at. In one of our prior episodes, we talk about the why discovery. That include you need to discover what's your love and passion, what's your superpower, but also what's your kryptonite. Because knowing all these elements will enhance your chance and become successful. That you get to know who you are, what your real strengths are, and you can actually even survey other people. It's like, what do you see in me? Maybe I missed it. I don't, get the complete picture. Tell me. So once you understand your own component, you have a better chance of success. So the truth is, if you're good at something, it could be photography, okay, it could be design, maybe graphic design. And some people, they're really, really good at analytical stuff, like maybe you do programming or some sort of analysis for other business, possibly whatever that may be. Learn to build a business around it. Maybe you start as a hobby first, but then build a business, create a business plan, put all the business components, including marketing, sale, how do you talk to your customers, all this stuff around what you're really, really good at. Then the money will come. Myth number 5, live below your means. Well, live below your means is simple to understand. If you have $10, don't spend more than $10. And if you have only $10, don't spend all your $10 and go and borrow more, okay? Because obviously a lot of people do that. They borrow against their credit card, they borrow against their property, maybe they own a home, or they just borrow against whatever that they could. Whether for personal or business, got to be very, very careful, especially those who just want to spend. They might want to buy new shoes, new bags or new suits, whatever that may be, new toys. Those are the consumer debt, very, very, very dangerous. So that is the myth. But what is the truth? The myth is live below your means. The truth is expand your means. If you want something, if you want to move to a better area, you need to buy a new house, or you want to buy a bigger house, or you want to go travel, if you want to expand your business, even, that's a personal level, right? But now, back to the business level, even if you want to expand your business, you need to think outside the box. Think of new ways, new strategies, new formulas to market your business, serve more customers, and bring more revenues in. Myth number 6, building a business or investing is risky. Well, this is one of the myths that I agree, and it's true. So the reason why this myth is true is because most people, myself included, that I did not spend enough time to learn. I did not spend enough time to investigate. I did not put the effort to practice. So that's why this myth by far it's the closest to the truth. However, the truth for this particular myth is you need to learn how to mitigate your risk. You need to learn how to manage your risk. And of course, also need to put in your time, put in your efforts to investigate, and also put in your time to learn and practice. So about a year or so ago, I actually went to an event. And this event was in Santa Monica, which is not that far from where I live right now. And the event only had 4 people show up. Obviously, it wasn't a very popular event. However, I got to talk to this lady who is also an attendee, because out of the 4 people, 2 of them are presenters, and there are 2 attendees. So this is a live event, so we got to actually see people, right? And this is not an online thing. And at the end of the event, I got to talk to the ladies that also attended this event. And I thought, oh, okay, you must be an entrepreneur as well, because this is an entrepreneur topic. And she's like, oh yeah, I have a business. And I was like, oh, that's great. What kind of business? And she said, oh, it's actually a retail business, but I'm closing it down. We are going to file bankruptcy. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Very, very curious. So it turned out that this is her first ever business. I don't know exactly what's her age, but age doesn't really, it's not the matter of why she failed. But what caused the failure here is, this is her first ever business venture. Now, also, because this is her first ever business venture that she had dreamed of for many, many years. She said, I have always worked for companies, different companies, from one company to another. I know what I'm doing. And so I put in all my life savings, or I mortgaged my house. And I also have applied for a business loan. And I thought, oh my God, you did not. Yes, I did, she said. So remember, she had always been an employee for many, many years. Having a business is her dream. Having a business that she owns, that she controls, that she can make the call the shot, that's her dream. But she also put everything in line at risk without calculate what if it failed, what if it didn't make. In fact, her business only lasts for about 18 months, and that's it. She ran out of cash and she needs to close shop. That was not a very, very good story in terms of, it's not like a very encouraging story. That's what I meant. It's a very negative, but it's true. So back to starting a business or investing is risky. Yes, it could be very, very risky if you don't manage your risk, if you never spend any time to learn everything you need to learn, or you never spend the time to investigate if this is the right thing for you, or you don't spend the time to practice. Okay, obviously this lady that I talked to, she did not spend the time to practice. What I meant was, she didn't have a chance to practice. She thought, I'm going to do this, and this required this and this and this, and I just have to jump in, right? Because she purchased one of those franchise, okay? And it's nothing wrong. It's not the franchise fault, in my opinion. It's the miscalculation, is not managing her risk properly. Now, it turned out a lot of things happen. First, I don't think she had ever been in the retail business, and this is a retail business. I don't think she had ever, first, she never run a business before, let alone a retail business. That's another problem. She never have to have her own employees before. She now have employees. She never actually know anything about the pet food business, because that's what the franchise is about. It's about pet food. She did not understand real estate. Remember, she has this retail business require a physical location. She didn't understand that part at all, because one of the reasons why she failed is because nobody come to her shop. because of the location. Now, we have to understand she has a pet food business that sell physical pet food. Most people buy pet food either in cans, in bags of, kibbles, or possibly frozen food. Typically, they could be pretty heavy, okay? And because her location wasn't very accessible. And what I mean by not very accessible is because they do not have enough parking in that shopping center. And even the shopping center is full, okay? It's fully rented and it just doesn't have enough parking. People cannot come and shop and leave. So people stop coming at all. At first, I don't know, the first couple of months, they did okay. People were curious. So they will go out of their way, come and check it out, and realize, oh my God, there is no parking. Well, you know what? I'll go somewhere else. I will go somewhere else that is more convenient, that is better for me. I don't have to walk 5 minutes to get back to my car. I don't have to carry all this heavy stuff. So obviously, that's a lot of different elements that did not make her business, but that was one of the biggest one. Now, with that, obviously, there's many reasons why a business could fail, and that could be also a lot of reason why the business could make it. My advice for you is whatever business that you want to get in, please, please, please do your homework, do your research, spend a lot of time practicing. Now, back to the lady, for example. How can she turn, if she would have to do it all over again? What would I advise her? First, get somebody like a professional to really assess the traffic of that particular location. Is that a feasible location for her business? Because she had never been in the pet food business, she does not understand the retail business, and she doesn't understand how the retail real estate works. She needs to talk to a couple of experts that actually in the pet food business. First of all, maybe select the right type of pet food. Also, the consumer behavior, okay, and study that pattern. And if I would advise her that if she would have to do it all over again, that's what I would ask her to do. Go to the neighboring businesses. The neighboring business, see what they do. Survey everything. Go talk to them and say, hey, I'm thinking about renting this space and it's going to be for this particular products. Ask them, how's the business here? What's the major problem? Any complaints? Any obstacles of running your business here? You know what? Maybe these people that you talk to, maybe they're employees, maybe they are the owners. You'll be surprised. You'll learn a lot from that neighbors. They will share what they know because they have no reason not to. Okay, unless you're like a major competitor, which in the shopping center, it doesn't usually happen that way. They only allow like maybe one for yoga studio, or maybe they only allow one particular business. Okay, so it's not likely that they're also selling pet food, so you're not even a competitor. The best way to do is to talk to neighbors. That's what I do myself. If I would do anything like that, or if I would have to buy a piece of real estate, I go talk to them. What else would I advise her to do? Of course, come to Startup Buffet and learn everything about business. Marketing, for example. I think once you resolve that, say, the location problem is no longer a problem. You still need to market your business. You still need to reach out to your customer. How can you resolve that problem? Unfortunately for her, the location was the biggest problem. And that's why she only lasts 18 months and she needs to close shop. That just really, really unfortunate. It was a heartbroken story. Unfortunately, this is not an isolated story. I have just talked to way too many people that have way too many similar experience, either in business, in real estate, in all sorts of things. So please learn how to manage your risk, because starting a business or investing could be very risky. And it is your job, it is your responsibility to guard your money and manage the risk and mitigate your risk. So again, money is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever that you believe money is, it will become what it is. So be very, very careful of what you choose to believe, what you choose to put in your head. Is it the myth that we talk about, or is it the truth that we talk about? Two sides, two different beliefs. The money is just sitting in the middle. Money is neutral, doesn't do anything all by itself until you choose whatever that you believed in. Don't believe the myths. Start investigating the truth and see if actually would work better for you. You are either the master of money or you become the slave of money. In our future episode, I'm going to introduce you to my own tax advisor. She's also my tax attorney. She's actually not a CPA, but she's more than a CPA. What I realize is most CPA, they don't have a clue because they don't know how to give you advice. They don't do tax planning. They act like that they do. They are not creative. Now, I mean creative legally. So I'm just lucky enough. I never have a CPA. I just jump right in. I have a tax attorney. So with her, we have tax planning, we have tax strategy, we plan everything every year. So instead of just following a CPA, okay, you have to do this and this, follow everything very rigidly, we will look at the big picture and say, can we do this? How are we going to do that? How are we going to save more money, paying less in taxes, and get the best benefit and advantage? That's what we do. As an entrepreneur, that is your job. It's not your CPA's job to come and say, oh, hey, I think you really should. No, they don't. Okay. You just give them your paperwork. The CPA will just plug it in. That's what they do. Bean counters, right? Now, my tax attorney, because I have been working with her for so long, because of her, in my team, I save so much money every year. This is what happened. 10 plus years ago, I started with nothing. My husband have a job. That's about it. We don't have anything. We have no assets. We have no business. But I look at, my God, how much taxes you paying? How much? This is crazy. We got to fix this. So somehow, some way, we just found her. It was actually quite, not planted. We went to some sort of seminar, and at that time she has a partner, and the partner was doing this talk about how to save tax, if you have a small business. I don't remember what the topic was, and I was impressed. I was like, wow, this is great. I don't have a business. Can I use you? What can I do? So that's how we got started. At the moment, we did not have a business. Guess what? After we met, we have a business. So whether you have a business today, whether you're planning on starting a business today, don't miss that episode, because you can learn so much from Stephanie. She's going to walk you through step by step what you need, what is legal, what is not. Don't be creative in the illegal way. Be very creative in the legal arena. The tax code is written for us to benefit from it, not for anyone to evade or take illegal advantage of how not to pay taxes illegally. No. So once again, the tax code is written for your benefit if you know how to take advantage of it. So don't miss that episode. I will remind you guys, and it's going to be about small business tax advantage, how you can use that as to your advantage. Our next segment is Buffeteers Q&A. This week we have Rob from New York, and he wrote to us and said, "Hey, I just graduated from college and had to move back home with my parents. I'm holding a part-time job in a local architectural firm. I have an idea for a business also related to architecture, but I don't have any money to start. What should I do?" Okay, Rob, first, thanks for writing to us. And I'm trying to understand your whole scenario. Understand you just graduated from college. Congratulations. You just moved back home, which could be for your advantage because you live at home. The expenses is low. I don't know if you're paying rent to your parent at this point, but either way, you are holding a part-time job. So at least your pressure of paying rent is not going to be as big or as great as people who has a family, they already own a house and stuff like that. So that is to your advantage. However, I want to advise you and also be very cautious about this issue is you hold a part-time job in this architectural firm and you also have a business idea on an architecture related product or service, whatever that may be. I want to ask you, did you sign any employment agreement with this firm? It's very, very likely that you did. And if you did, please read the agreement and make sure that you are allowed to create any business, first of all, because a lot of employers would not allow you to do any other work for as competitor or for a competitor. So please be cautious about that. Second is, a lot of time, say in an architectural firm or a tech company, if you work for them, any of your invention or your idea would belong to them during your employment for that period of time. So that's something you need to look into. What did you sign? Did you sign anything? And if you did, what's in there? You need to look into that. You don't want to get into a situation that you started a business or you created a product or you have started something and then all of a sudden it start to grow, and that's when the company said, excuse me, what are you doing? That is our idea, or you have stolen my idea, or you're not allowed to do this. So that could trigger a lawsuit. That could trigger a very messy situation. You don't want that. So be very, very careful about what's in that paper that you sign. It's very, very likely that you have signed something, but a lot of time we don't read what we sign. So be very, very careful, and please look into that. And having the no money part is not as big of an issue, in my opinion, because starting a business doesn't mean that require hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. A lot of time a business can be started with a website. A business could be started with just filing some paperwork. That doesn't cost a whole lot of money. So but I'm more worried about if your idea it's going to be an issue with your current employment. I'm not encouraging you to say, hey, you should quit your job first before you start a business. Then you kind of like increase your risk in your financial because you need to pay your bills. And right now, you're sort of in the best of both worlds. You're able to still live with your parents, hopefully for a short period of time, while you gain some experience in the real world in the architectural firm. That's awesome. And start young, start early on learning business and testing business ideas and practicing and investigating. Remember that, the earlier story that I talked about, that lady, she did not have that opportunity. She just jumped right in much later. So never have the chance to practice. So right now, it is the chance to practice. Practice, practice, practice. So that is my advice for you. Hopefully that helps. You can also submit your own questions for Buffeteers Q&A. Just go to startupbuffet.com/shows, or you can just submit your question down here in the comment area. Please share your thoughts. Tell us what you think. Leave a comment here. We feel on your energy. Don't forget to subscribe and review our podcast because we need your support to get us going. So go to startupbuffet.com, binge watch everything about business. As always, Startup Buffet, your business your way. Thanks for joining us. This is your Chief Buffeteer, Ameda. Until next time.
Hey Buffeteers, don't forget to subscribe, share, review, and give us some 5 stars love. And as always, Startup Buffet, your business, your way. Get all the extras, downloads, and videos mentioned in this episode at startupbuffet.com